Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Argon. So today, Neverwinter on PC is having a patch, and with it come a few different changes amongst bug fixes and whatnot. So let's jump straight into things. Well, initially, players were incorrectly not being granted the achievement Zerethmon Reconciled, where they should have acquired this achievement upon completing the teachings of Zerethmon quest. So after the patch, when you go ahead and log in, you should receive that achievement there, obtain both halves of the teachings of Zerethmon. As well as that, you should now also be able to acquire an achievement for every one of these dungeons that you complete on this private and match options hardcore mode. Now within Master Expeditions, oh my, they have been always riddled with bugs in terms of not being able to progress because some mob is stuck in some stupid wall. Anyway, there's one corridor where you can sometimes get stuck in combat, and the door at the end of this corridor you weren't able to enter through because you were stuck in combat. Well, this has now been fixed so that you shall be able to open that door now while in combat. Moving on, the Boots of Misty Step. Those of you who are using the mount to basically give you tunnel vision, this tunnel vision, when you get that maxed out bolster, along with upgrading the Boots of Misty Step to Mythic, this tunnel vision was only giving 1200 magnitude damage. Well, those of you who use these Boots of Misty Step and have them on Mythic and were frustrated by this, well, now you'll be happy to know after this patch, they'll have that 3000 magnitude, just like all of the other tunnel visions. Moving on and over into the Redeemed Citadel, here we have the Forge, and you may have noticed that you weren't able to go ahead and upgrade any of your hunt gear that had those armor kit modifications in them, or they would have enchantments in them. Now you'll be glad to note that you can go ahead and upgrade that gear. You'll be able to upgrade the gear, and it'll also give you nicely back that reinforcement kit, so you'll be able to reapply it to a different piece of gear or the same piece of gear. It'll also automatically pop that enchantment back within your inventory. Now, one thing specific only to the Russian server, it's probably hardly any of you guys. Basically, in the Redeemed Citadel campaign, when you claimed your Ajamar race here, it wasn't giving you a race roll token, so they've made it so that they can now gain a coupon to be able to purchase one from the Zen market for free. Back to all of us guys, you know the Shards of Empowerment, these epic ones, whenever you obtain them from the mobs, they shall now be directly put into your inventory like most any other loot. You won't have to go around and specifically use that F key to pick them up anymore. Now with regards to purchasing these wings, the wings that I'm currently using, we were able to purchase them from the event store here, and once we had purchased them with Zen, they were account bound and you weren't able to go ahead and claim them. So let's say you went and purchased them and then bound them to a different character, you'd be unable to equip them or obtain them on the original character. Now you'll be happy to note that they have gone ahead and they'll put the mount within this claim tab here, and you'll be able to go ahead and claim that mount there, just like I can this Griffin pretty much infinite amount of times. However, of course, they are there being account bound, so I won't be able to go, and sell them. Moving on, in our services section of the Zen market, they've gone ahead and removed those companion player bonus slots. These are no longer relevant since mod 16, since they went ahead and removed that. So yeah, they're just going to remove them entirely. You can see we cannot purchase them anyway. Now moving over to our mounts tab here, you can see in our stable we have these insignias, and we don't actually have the option when we, let's say, right click on the insignias to be able to refine them directly from here. And looking over here, when you go ahead and you click on an insignia, you can see we can click that refine button. So whenever you have an insignia of a lesser value than legendary, you'll be able to refine it directly through that your stable rather than unequipping it, having to look for it in your whole inventory here, trying to find that specific insignia you want to upgrade, and rather than that we can now specifically go and upgrade them directly through our stable, which is pretty handy. Along with that, they went ahead and made it so that some cosmetic gear awarded through the Redeemed Citadel progression can now properly display on Dragonborn characters. What I'm assuming it's probably these like Crown of Candles or the Hood of the Watcher or this Reforger's loop giving that halo. It'll probably now display the eye thing as well on the Dragonborn, which is actually, in my opinion, unfortunate. Now, with regards to the Holy Vorpal, you can see when I go ahead and actually equip the Holy Vorpal at this lesser rank, you can see here it actually shows the halo. Now, albeit it doesn't actually show the halo when I have it equipped like this, but you were basically able to obtain this halo earlier on within the ranks rather than that being at max rank, being at this visual. So now the visuals of it will properly scale with the higher ranks. Anyway, that's everything for this video. Just some bug fixes, some tweaks here and there, and also giving us the ability to now freely reclaim our angel celestial wings when we have actually purchased them on a character. So this is just literally a heads up of what has actually changed within the maintenance patch. And hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider leaving a video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.